White House Senior Living. Our residents feel right at home. Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care, and exquisite house-made meals.
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into an emergency CobraCast. If you're new to the channel, emergency CobraCast, fairly quick. We don't really spend a lot of time on these. It's breaking news or something big that happens, and I want to go live and explain what's going on with all of you. So hello, everyone. Welcome into the snake pit. We had a little minor, a little mini intro right there with that amazing meme from President Trump. But we got a lot to talk about, and sparks are flying, ladies and gentlemen. And it's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. I point blank called this out the other day on CobraCast. It's why I have been saying, like, Vivek says all the right things. He says all the right stuff. And, you know, he gives you that kind of mindset of like, man, I really want to like this guy, but there's something about him that has always seemed off to me, and I've never been able to fully embrace him. And I have said many times that he's actively running against Donald Trump. That's essentially what he's doing. He's masking it as, oh, I'm here for support, I'm here for this, but he's not really. He's still running against Donald Trump. That's the bottom line. He's very manipulative. He has very good tactics. He has very good charisma. He says all the right things, but there was always something about it. And I know all of these conservative influencers out there are following him around, and you know, everybody's like, I should get an interview with him, Jeremy. I don't want an interview with him. I don't care to interview him. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't disrespect the man. I'm just saying I'm not actively looking for it. If the opportunity presented itself, I would probably not shy away from it, but I'm also not actively trying to get involved with Vivek or his campaign, just like I'm not with Trump. Like, I don't give a shit about I don't care about the clout. I don't care about the connections. I don't care about making myself seem to be more important than I am. I'm simply just giving my opinion on the internet, and hopefully a few people will listen to it. That's it. All right? That's it. But with that said, Vivek made this tweet today that pretty damn interesting, and Trump has responded. So let's go over it really quickly. Right here, Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, quote, the best president in generations, etc. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the other side. Don't get duped by this. Vote for Trump. Don't waste your vote. Vivek is not MAGA. The Biden indictments against his political opponent will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall. MAGA. He's 1,000% right. The fact that Vivek is even trying to give any credibility to what's happening with Trump right now, it just shows the disingenuous nature in which he's playing. And It really is just unbelievable that anybody's falling for it. But hey, charismatic people, they can do a lot of damage even if they're not telling the truth. Okay, Donald Trump is calling it like it is. When Vivek sat there in his car and he was like, when Donald Trump is taken off the ballot, and going, whoa, 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 what? What do you mean when Donald Trump is taken off the ballot? Now, what really caused this was this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is absolutely disrespectful in every way. Vivek is sitting there posing with 6 dudes wearing a Save Trump, Vote Vivek. Save Trump and vote Vivek. That is manipulative as hell, bro. That is manipulative as hell. Like, this right here is insane. In order to save Trump, vote for his opponent. No, man. Not cool. Not cool at all. This right here is not cool. I don't support this at all. And this, to me, this is pretty telling right here. Pretty telling right here. I agree, Primark Vulcan. I agree. He does need to say it on Twitter. He shouldn't be saying it on True Social. He should be blasting him on Twitter right now. But he's not. But yeah, right here, this picture is horrible. Horrible. And I'm pretty sure, let me check, but I think Vivek actually tweeted or retweeted it. Did he retweet it? Let me see. Yeah, Vivek retweeted this. So here it is right here. Yeah, Vivek retweeted this picture. So he wanted this to be seen. He wanted this picture to be seen. So he retweeted it. He put it out there. Save Trump, vote Vivek. Not cool, man. Again, Vivek is smart. He is charismatic. He's sharp. I love how the difference between him and DeSantis and how they handle, people that are protesting their rallies. The dude is sharp and he's good. He's damn good. But he messed up today. He really messed up today. There's Poppy Trumpo, who I got the thumbnail picture from. That thumbnail is cursed, by the way. For those of you that are saying it's cursed, it's 1,000% cursed. That's a very cursed image right there. But this is a problem, and there is a breakdown right now on social media with conservative influencers, MAGA influencers, all of that, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, look, people have been speculating, is Vivek going to be his VP? I never really saw that. Obviously, I would be open to that. Like, I was always leaving that door open, and it was clear that Trump had never really responded to Vivek, but now he has. And I think that picture right there is really the thing that pushed Trump to finally say something, because this right here is, if this goes unchecked, this is a problem. Trump had to address this. Like, this is very deceptive right here. This is deception. This is manipulation. This is not good. So to me, the VP choice, I still say Tucker Carlson's the most attractive pick for sure. I don't know if that's a slam dunk. I'm not saying that Trump is just going to pick Tucker, but I think that it's easily the best pick. Easily the best pick. But time will tell. But that's what's going on right now. The gloves are off. We got some super chats. I appreciate you guys being here. Smash the melee button. Andrew Tate's genital warts. His 2024 is off to a bang. I'm hoping Scott Pressler will make it at some point. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I don't know Scott Pressler. Again, one of you, awesome peeps from the chat, tagged him, asked him if he would want to come on CobraCast. He said he wanted to. Krista Nova contacted him. He said, I think I can make it. And then she followed up to double check. He never confirmed after saying he thinks he can make it. So nothing really happened. And I don't take any offense to that. Ultimately, this is just why I stay out of the collaboration or interview game. I just, like, if people don't see a value in coming on your show, if they don't know who you are, or if you don't have, a certain amount of viewers, and that's fine. Like, I get it. That's just how the world works, and I totally have no problem with that. I don't like chasing people. I just don't. It's not my game. I don't like chasing people and begging people to collaborate or connect or anything like that. So that's not why. It's definitely not one of my goals with this show. My goal with this show is to continue to talk to you, the people, and find out what you want to see from my perspective and what I can give you, but without chasing guests around. That's just not my game. I'll let Tim Pool chase the guest. Okay, Tim needs the guest. Tim needs other personalities. Good on him. I'll just sit here and talk. So, as is Wonky Eyebrow says, hail to Jeremy and the Snake Pit 199. Thank you. Hazel Eye says, Jeremy saving us from Taylor Swift. Vivek lost me when he quoted Obama. Where's that clip? Can somebody find the clip of me where he says he cried on January 6th? Like, he literally said he cried on January 6th. That's, again, I'm not really like a big fan of like pulling up old clips of people and stuff like that, but I don't know. Like, you could be upset about January 6th, okay? But saying you cried is bad. And he straight up said he cried on January 6th. Here it is right here. Is this the clip? I think this is the clip. Let me get desktop audio turned on. All right. Is this it right here? I mean, the man said he cried on January 6th. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Disgrace that unfolded.
Woo, that's loud. Is that loud for anybody else? My gosh, that's loud. Hang on. Audio's all jacked up on that thing. Turn that down a little bit. All right, here we go.
At the footsteps of the Capitol on January 6th. I cried. I was in tears when I watched on television that day. This might be controversial to say, but I think that when I saw the disgrace that unfolded at the footsteps of the Capitol on January 6th, I cried. I was in tears when I watched on television that day.
Look, man. Cried on January 6th. Cried on January 6th. See, like, I don't know, and what I mean by that is like, okay, you could pull up an old clip of anybody saying anything, all right? And as time goes on, their opinions can change. Fair enough, okay? Fair enough. I don't know how time can make that sound any better. I don't know how time can make that sound any better. Like, I mean, I've got more perspective on January 6th since I made my first videos on it. My videos are still up on this channel. You can go watch them, you know, and I stand by everything I said in my videos when I did literally the day January 6th happened. You can watch my videos on it. And obviously, there's a lot more information that we've gotten now, and I would say that definitely some of my positions have slightly evolved, but at the core of everything I said in those videos, I do think there were some dumb people out there that probably should have been smarter than the situation. I stand by that. I said in those videos that I think that there was Antifa out in the crowd that were mad, that were disguised as Trump supporters. I stand by that. I said that it was a terrible image, and those images were going to be used for the next decade by CNN and MSNBC. I stand by that. I don't think I said I was crying for January 6th. Now, if he's saying he was crying because President Biden was taking over, I mean, that's the justification, maybe. I don't know, man. Not a great look to cry on January 6th. I was crying tears on January 6th. It was such a rough day. It was such a rough day for me. Okay. Little strange, little weird. Play the rest of the clip. That's all I got. Like, I can't, I don't know. When was this? Who was he talking to? I can see if I can find the rest of it. If somebody has the full clip, that's what I'm saying. There might be more context to it, and if there is, I will be happy to play it. Let me see if I can pull up some more. Vivek, January 6th. Fox News. All right, let's see here. Is that it? No. It's going to be hard to find it. But if somebody can track down the full clip, I will be more than happy to play it so we can get the full context of it. But I don't see it. Tag me on Twitter. And I'll be happy to play the whole clip if somebody can find that. Let me see. For those of you that tell me to watch the rest of the clip, please provide the rest of the clip for me on Twitter, and I will be happy to play it. But at the end of the day, do I hate Vivek? No. Do I still think that he adds a lot of value? 1,000%. Do I trust him? No. But I don't trust any politician outside of Donald Trump. That's it. So I'm not breaking any news here. I don't trust any politician but Trump, and I don't even consider Trump a politician. You know what I mean? So moving forward, does this mean I don't think Vivek should be in the Trump administration? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, you look at what happened with Trump and Rand Paul, Trump and Ted Cruz. Trump got in fights with many of people. The only person, correct me if I'm wrong, the only person I don't recall Trump fighting with in the lead up during the 2016 primaries and all of that, I don't think he ever got into an argument with Ben Carson. I don't think he ever got in an argument with Ben Carson. It was clear him and Ben Carson definitely got along. I don't recall him getting into any back and forth with Ben Carson. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Trump even went after Pence. Yeah. Dolphins scored. All right, good. Go Tua. Roll Tide, baby. Yeah, you know what? This was important enough. I did have the game on, but this was important enough to take a step back from the game and focus in on this for sure. Yeah, Ben Carson, he did what? Dragon Dan, he did go after Ben, or because I don't recall him and Ben Carson getting into any type of arguments or fights or anything like that. John Yarber says, are they at True Social? Who? I don't know what you mean. Replicant Patriot for a gifted D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. The Angry Badger says, I'm a Vivek fan, and this is a mistake for sure. 100%. Look, I'm not telling you. Look, if you like Vivek, like him. If you want to support him, support him. I am not in the business of telling people what to do. What I try to break down is when people are on the fence and they are wishy-washy. And they go, one day they like Trump, the next day they don't like Trump. One day they love Trump, the next day it's like, make up your fucking mind. Quit being a female about it. If you're like, I'm all in on the Vivek train, that's fine with me. I'm not going to get mad at you for that. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm just going to tell you I disagree. There are people that I know that are working with the Vivek campaign right now. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't give a shit if you agree with me or disagree with me. But I will tell you that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who you support and who you believe in. Donald Trump is the man that's going to get the nomination, and Donald Trump is the only person that can actually get things back on track. That is a fact. That is the truth. DeSantis is unelectable. He's unelectable because he's a clown. Did you guys see DeSantis get absolutely wrecked today? He got trolled. And the fact is DeSantis' wife had to try to step in and protect him from a heckler. His wife. This happened. DeSantis' wife. This is pathetic. This is pathetic, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this.
Real quick, before we get started, thank you, everyone. Governor DeSantis, I want to present to you this participation trophy. Now, probably not going to win the election, right? But we're proud of you for trying.
I don't do participation trophies.
Look, she's stepping in between Ron and a heckler. His wife is maneuvering between him and the head. Let me protect you, Ron. Let me protect you, Ron. Oh, my God. Let's back this up and let's watch her mannerisms.
Governor DeSantis, I want to present to you this participation trophy. Now, probably not going to win the election, right? But we're proud of you for trying.
I don't do participation trophies. Sorry, buddy.
No, but, I mean,
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
He's special, he's unique, and he's our little snowflake. Thank you.
He said he's special, he's unique, and he's our little snowflake. His wife, look at this. Look at Casey. She had to step in between them. This is bad. This has got to be some of the worst optics I have ever seen. This is terrible. This is absolutely horrible. Embarrassing. So, you know, DeSantis is not electable. There's just no way. He needs to come back to Florida. He did a great job in Florida. I live in Florida. All right. But, yeah, that's where he needs to be. Get back to Florida and do your job as governor. I think his political career is pretty much dead after his run as governor in Florida. He's done. It's over. and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that is bad. That is bad when your own wife feels like she's got to step in to protect you.
Win the election, right? But we're proud of you for
I
trying.
don't do participation trophies. Sorry, buddy.
No, but, I mean,
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
He's special, he's unique, and he's our little snowflake. Thank you. Here you go. Did you want the award? We're so proud to see you.
God, that's so bad, bro. That is terrible. That was really bad. But yeah, it is what it is. And then, of course, Nikki Haley is a warmonger. We know that. So Nikki Haley is an evil human being. And again, let's call it what it is. Donald Trump put Nikki Haley in his administration. Massive mistake. The only reason Nikki Haley is even in the position to be where she's at is because Trump put her in his administration. That's a mistake. It's a mistake that Trump hopefully has learned from. There are mistakes that Trump made. Trump is not perfect. Trump did not run a perfect administration, clearly, but he did do a damn fine job, and he put this country on track like nobody else could. Nobody else could do what Trump did. But Nikki Haley is a terrible person, and Trump elevated her. He did elevate her. That has to be called out. Now, again, chat, I'd really like to know, we talked about this a lot yesterday, but if there's just one name that you could pick for Trump's VP, one name, who is it? I want to know, who is it? Obi-Wan John says, TNT 2024, hail the 199. Thank you, Obi-Wan John. Appreciate that. Daramuth says, bring the Rumble chat, D-Day Cobra. I got words to say to the YouTube chat. All right, here we go. I can get the Rumble. Let's see. Let me work on this. Give me a minute, and I'll get the Rumble chat for you, buddy. Hang on. All right, here we go. A lot of Tuckers in the chat. A lot of Tucker Carlson picks. All right, there we go. There's the Rumble chat right there. Did somebody say Jay? You want Drunk 3PO as your VP? Patrick Bet David, Alex Jones, Dan Bongino, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. Dude, if Scott Steiner if the Big Bad Booty Daddy became Trump's VP, I'm not sure that anybody would vote Democrat. I think that we would get the whole entire country would vote Trump Steiner. Trump Steiner 2024. Bro, Scott Steiner might actually out alpha Trump, okay? Holy crap. Could you imagine Scott Steiner saying to all my freaks out there, Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Oh my God, that would be the greatest thing that's ever happened to our country. That would be the best thing ever. If you've never seen a Scott Steiner promo in wrestling, you're missing out, because it is true. The fact that somebody said Scott Steiner in my chat is the greatest thing ever. Big Abby Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. A lot of the Geeks and Gamers fans know about that one. Cole Hauser says, the hot and beautiful Kristi Noem for VP 199. Kristi Noem is awesome. And I do think that is a possibility. Tom McD says, did you see the Red Eagle Politics video about the Trump post about Vivek? I did not. A lot of you want Ben Carson as VP. Again, I talked about this yesterday. I love Ben Carson. I think Ben Carson's a great guy. I think he's a strong ally for Donald Trump. I don't think that Ben Carson would make a good VP in terms of the big scheme of things. He is a good number two, but in this position, the number two has to be somebody that can be the number one in the event of a tragedy or something unforeseen. I'm sorry, man. I love you, Ben Carson. I do not think that Ben Carson is a proper replacement or potential president. I just don't. Again, if you're looking at what optically works best, if you want to be what optically works best optically, Kristi Noem might work best optically. But the reality, is Tucker Carlson is the best pick. Tucker Carlson's the best pick. And that's what I want. Tucker Carlson as VP. I'm not backing off of that. That's where I am. All right. Matt Gaetz would be a phenomenal pick, but I don't think Matt Gaetz would be the greatest pick optically or reality. General Flynn would be a phenomenal pick. General Flynn would be great. Kari Lake, obviously, you guys know I've been waving the Kari Lake flag forever. I would love to have Kari Lake, but, you know, a feline named JJ says Trump July. You couldn't get Ripa to be Trump's running mate. Ripa wouldn't be Trump's running mate. That would be funny, though. That would be funny. Let's see here. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, who would not want that? Who would not want that? If you're just tuning in, though, I know we've got a lot more people watching than the beginning. So let me go over what we are dealing with right now. So today was an interesting day for the campaigns. Donald Trump is calling out Vivek, and we're going to explain why this has happened. Now, if you've been watching CobraCast, you would know that I literally said this in the last CobraCast we had about Vivek, about how he seems very like he's savvy, he's smart, he says all the right things, but I don't trust him. And ultimately, at the core of this all, he is running against Donald Trump. That is what he's doing. He's running against Trump. So you could take all of the bravado he puts out there, all of the one-liners, all of the, make America great again stuff, language that he's using. But at his core, he is running against Donald Trump. He is trying to position himself to capitalize if Trump gets taken down. And he's even trying to speak that into existence. And I didn't like that car video that he did. He should have done the clap, Then he got the car video, but he didn't. But he did a car video, and in that video, he said, when they take Trump off the ballot. He didn't say if. He said, when they take Trump off the ballot. And I'm like, whoa, Vivek is not dumb. And he's very calculated. He's very calculated, and he's very smart, and he knows the words he's using. This is a sharp guy. Vivek is smart. Very smart. When he said that, I was like, no. There's no way, man. Like, when he said that, I was like, okay, that is too much. You are trying to speak it into existence. And so, I didn't like that. I didn't like that very much. So Trump tweets this out, or True Socials this out. Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, the best president in generations, etc. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the other side. Don't get duped by this. Vote for Trump. Don't waste your vote. Vivek is not MAGA. The Biden indictments against his political opponent will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall. 100%. 100%. Now, this is what I think caused a lot of the problems right here. This is insane right here. All right? This is bad. This is a very bad picture. This is Vivek with 6 dudes wearing shirts that says, "Save Trump, vote Vivek." That right there, manipulative as hell. Extremely manipulative. And I don't like this at all. And I don't think many people that are Trump people or either people that were in the middle of this. This right here was a terrible, terrible look. Awful look. Save Trump, vote Vivek? What? Again, by acting like these indictments can actually take, like, Vivek, this is what I've been saying. And if I ever did get a chance to talk to him, this is exactly what I'd say. Vivek, if they can take Trump down, do you understand the precedent that sets? If they take Trump down, it's over. There's no coming back from that. There's no winning from that. If they take him down, they could take you down. They could take anybody down. If we let 2020 go unchecked, then there is no country moving forward. There's no country. There's nothing. You think if they take Trump down, a former president of the United States and the leading Republican nominee, a billionaire that has been in the public eye for as long as I've been alive, and you think if they take him down, you think you're going to be fine? No, not even close. Not even close. Somebody said, are you watching the game tonight? I had the game on, and as a matter of fact, I had the game on, but I knew I had to go live and talk to all of you. So I've got it pulled back up. I don't know what the score is right now. Obviously, I'm pulling for the Dolphins because I'm a Tua fan. Roll Tide. And I'm happy about our new coach as well. So it's 13-7 Kansas City in the second quarter with 7 minutes to go. So I'll be checking out the rest of the game after this. And then I have a gaming stream a little bit later. So anyway, there we go. So this is a problem right here. And apparently you guys want me to... Tom has got this red eagle. Where did you send it to me, Tom? Did you tweet me or did you send it to me? Oh, here we go. All right. All right, let's see if we can
Hello, everybody.
Oof. All right, let's see if we can check this out. Okay, let's check out this video sent to me. The real reason Trump attacked Vivek. All right, I don't know what I'm watching here, but we're going to watch it together. So here we go.
Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So Donald Trump went out there today and he attacked Vivek Ramaswamy, and now Twitter is going absolutely insane. And this happens to be 2 days before the Iowa caucus, which Donald Trump has a sizable lead in, and that we know. So why is Donald Trump exactly doing this? Because Vivek Ramaswamy...
Yeah, I know you guys are saying that there's problems with my audio and video and everything. I will fix it, but right now I am maxed out on my audio to my microphone. I'm maxed out. I can't do anything about it, so I'm going to have to do some resetting after this. Is it loud? All right, then I'll turn it down. Everything's jacked up on my system, so I apologize.
Ramaswamy happened to be somebody who ran a very Trump-friendly campaign, is still running a very Trump-friendly campaign. But Donald Trump still went on the offensive. And on Truth Social today, he said Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, saying things like, the best president in generations, etc. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the other side. Don't get duped by this. Vote for Trump. Don't waste your vote. Vivek is not MAGA. The Biden indictments against his political opponent will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall. MAGA. So Trump definitely broke Twitter with this statement, even though it's posted on Truth Social, but everybody's talking about it on Twitter. And it does really seem that this was all sparked by a post that Vivek Ramaswamy made on Twitter. And that's definitely what invoked this response, because Donald Trump has been friendly with Vivek for most of the cycle. But then Vivek is still out there campaigning. You know, he was pulling funding in Iowa not too long ago, and Trump was saying, you know, he's going to end up supporting me. This is a good thing. And I think Trump was just letting him do his thing. When it came to the debate stage, Vivek was that attack dog against all of Trump's opponents. And I do like Vivek and a lot of the things he has to say, but I understand where Donald Trump is coming from here. I mean, Vivek is going out there and he's ramping up his campaign in Iowa in the last couple of weeks before the caucus. That's only going to take votes away from Donald Trump. And while Trump is likely going to win Iowa regardless, New Hampshire is a little bit less of a sure thing. And I think Donald Trump wants to put pressure on Vivek to drop out. And he kind of does say this. If you're voting for Vivek but you support Trump, you are wasting your vote. And Vivek's going out there taking a picture with all of these supporters that are wearing a shirt saying, "Save Trump, vote Vivek." And Trump is saying that he's disguising his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks, and it would make sense that this is exactly what he's referring to, because he's trying to take votes away from Donald Trump while using Donald Trump's name. And I understand why Donald Trump would feel a little slighted about that. I mean, Vivek's campaign is definitely one that is focusing on more important issues than the other campaigns, like the Haley campaign, the DeSantis campaign. Vivek's policy proposals, not all of them. I have criticisms of Vivek. I've always had those criticisms regarding immigration and trade, and it seems like his views are evolving, but I don't agree with him on everything. There are issues where I do agree with him quite a bit and think he'd be like a good advisor on certain issues. But still, he's not really in this to win this, and I've said it. I mean, he's not somebody who people are really going to waste their votes on. And in a state like New Hampshire, where you see Chris Christie dropping out, a lot of that support's going to go to Nikki Haley. Trump sees the fact that all of the Republican establishment donors are trying to astroturf Haley. You got Christie dropping out now. You have Chris Sununu barnstorming.
That is true. I mean, Trump essentially has he just has this. All he has is himself, basically, and then he has all of these Trump derangement syndrome weirdos hating on him and then consolidating. And again, what have I always said about everything going on? When it comes to the left, unification, they have that. They're unified in their hatred of Trump. They are unified in their hatred of Trump, and that makes them stronger and more difficult to deal with. Whereas on the right, or the conservatives, or the non-leftist people, there is no unification. Donald Trump is the most popular candidate we have ever seen in any political party in terms of his base foundation. There's nobody that's ever had a stronger base than Donald Trump. His base is stronger than anybody's. So he's already well ahead of the game. And we've seen them get behind people with less support than Trump. Trump is a shoo-in for the Republican nomination, but there's still people within the Republican Party that are actively working against him and fighting him every step of the way. So not only is he battling the left, the mainstream, Hollywood, big tech, powerful people that we don't even know their names, they're all gunning for him. And then he has people within his own party going after him. So at this point, they're trying to do everything they can to get warmonger Haley up there in New Hampshire. And Trump's like, basically like, bro, this is deceitful what you're just doing. This is deceptive as hell. He's right. He's right.
In the state of New Hampshire, you also have liberals and left-leaning independents. They are voting in this primary up in New Hampshire as well, trying to stop Trump. And it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. And he understands that the 5% that's behind Vivek Ramaswamy right now in New Hampshire, in some polls it's been even higher than that, he knows that a lot of that support is going to end up with him at the end of the day. So I think by doing this, he is trying to put pressure on Vivek to drop out. And it's true. I said all Vivek's campaign really is doing at this point is siphoning votes away from Donald Trump. And I'm fine with him staying in the race until Iowa or whatever, out of principle, make it seem more natural when he endorses Donald Trump, assuming he still does at this point. But what's going to happen is if he stays in, all he's going to do is just take votes away from.
I see Lord Bass in the chat says, I'm from New Hampshire. I'm embarrassed by these Haley numbers. There's no way she has this much support. Yeah, I'm not sure who has more fake support, Taylor Swift or Nikki Haley at this point in time, because, you know, I know no one that supports Nikki Haley. Like, I know a lot of people that support DeSantis. I know people that support Vivek. I obviously know people that support Trump. I don't know one person online or in real life that supports Nikki Haley. I know no one. Do you? Do you know? Do anybody in the 2,500 people watching, does anybody know someone in reality that supports Nikki fucking Haley? Anyone? I mean, anyone that's not retarded, I should say. Anyone. I don't.
From Trump in a state like New Hampshire and give more credibility to the Republican establishment if they get close. And we understand that the New Hampshire primary is going to be very different than South Carolina, very different than Nevada, very different than Michigan, all these other states. Trump is going to win big. There's no question about it, but you can't give these people a moral victory of having a close primary in New Hampshire. Trump knows that. He sees Vivek with these guys wearing the Save Trump Vote Vivek shirt, and Trump just feels slighted about that, and it's understandable, in my opinion, why he would. I don't know what Vivek's true intentions are at this point, but either way, he probably is going to drop out after Iowa and endorse Trump. But if he stays in past that point, it's kind of going to be really tough for him, and a lot more people are going to be attacking him because he's just wasting time. That's really all he's doing, and there's really no point to him running a...
I see so many of you saying, no. I saw somebody say, I saw one person said, yeah, I knew one person, they watched the debates, and then they're not. It's true. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not anybody out there that supports her, but I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone that supports. Listen, I know there's many people that like Chris Christie. Not necessarily for politics, but a lot of business owners, particularly food joints that are really fans of Chris Christie. A lot of business owners like restaurants, fast food chains, Little Debbie independent contractors, especially the ones that live around the area where Chris Christie lives. Little Debbie vendors, really big fans of Chris Christie because obviously Chris Christie, he helps those profits. But I don't know anyone that likes Nikki Haley.
Campaign past that point because he knows he just does not have a chance, and he's just wasting people's votes, and it's not really a good look for Trump if he's getting, 65 instead of 70 in certain states or whatever. But we'll have to see what happens on that front at the end of the day. And you see all these people going out there, mainly on the DeSantis side of things, but also just people like Piers Morgan was saying, Trump threw his loyal supporter under the bus. And it's like, loyal supporter. I mean, the guy's running against
him.
Donald Trump. He's running for president against Trump. That's his opponent.
What world are we living in? He's running a campaign against Donald Trump. What are you talking about?
Like, Trump was attacking people, not often. He doesn't often attack Vivek, but, he even attacked people like Rand Paul and Ben Carson and some of the people that were more Trump-friendly back in the 2016 primary. He was still out there attacking those people occasionally because that's what you do. These are your political opponents. And Vivek has said a lot of positive things about Trump, and Trump has kind of returned the favor. But I think Trump does understand that the role he's playing at this point could be counterproductive. So I think that all this really is just an attempt to put pressure on Vivek Ramaswamy to drop out of the presidential race, ideally sometime before New Hampshire. It doesn't seem as if he's going to drop out before Iowa, but he's not really affecting the race a whole lot in Iowa anyways, it seems. But, I mean, that's really all there is to this whole thing, and it makes sense. I don't hate Vivek.
Yeah, I think that ultimately it kind of lines up with everything I've been saying about it, and that's kind of it. So I see Dara Muth, and I know you got on to me last time saying Dara Mouth. Jeremy Gay and a Swiftie confirmed. Kelly R, what's up, Kelly R? Trump and Robinson winning the let's see. Oh man, it jumped on me. Trump, Robinson winning ticket hands down. Thank you, Kelly. And then Slane hopes it flipped on me. They'd rather torch America to ash than lose power. Nanya for 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. And again, thank you guys. This is just a quick CobraCast. All right. Emergency CobraCast. I just wanted to cover this really quick. This was not scheduled, but I am doing a gaming stream a little bit later tonight over on my Cobra 199 channel. When the stream ends, it will reroute you to that event, but that does not start for several hours. But again, to recap, this really just comes down to Vivek and this tweet that he made today that I think is a very, very, very bad look for him. And let's go back to this. This is the video that really got me. I didn't like this. I did not like this video.
Acknowledge it, but it's what's happening in plain sight. And I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. They want to narrow this down to a 2-horse race between Donald Trump and Nikki Haley, a puppet who they can control. Then they want to eliminate Donald Trump this spring or whenever it is and trot their puppet into the White House. It's hiding in plain sight. We're not going to look back a year from now and say, oh, we were shocked that that happened. I think we're going to look back a year from now and say, how could we not see that happening when every clue was hiding in plain sight? They're selling us the rope today that they're going to use to hang us tomorrow. And we have an obligation to this country to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm in this race because we have a duty to this country and the America First movement to make sure this lives on no matter what. It didn't start in 2016. It started in 1776. And the system has made clear they're going to now stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to keep Donald J. Trump out of office. I have pushed back against this at every step. I've filed FOIA demands against the Biden administration. What did Biden and Merrick Garland tell Jack Smith in those federal prosecutions? This week, I filed a Supreme Court brief laying out what I view as the best legal arguments that the Supreme Court does need to hear in order to overturn Colorado's disastrous ruling. I've pushed back against this at every step. I'm the only candidate who has said I would remove myself from Maine and Colorado's ballots if they eliminate Trump, and I've called on every other Republican to do the same thing because that's how we protect ourselves against this election interference. But at a certain point, we have to open our eyes and see the hard truth. And yes, our duty is to this country. And so all I'm asking is to open your eyes, see the plot. It's staring us in the face. It's a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes the truth hurts and we have to open our eyes to see it.
I think that was a more newer video here, which I like everything he said in that video, and I like everything in the other video that was similar to that. It's the other video where he said when they remove Donald Trump from office, or when they remove him from the ballot. That was what bothered me, and I covered that here on this channel. But overall, look, everything Vivek says sounds good. The dude's a phenomenal speaker. He's sharp. He's smart. He's articulate. He's charismatic. And again, that's why I've been complimentary of all of that. But it's when he was saying, when they remove Trump from the ballot. There is no realistic justification to remove Trump from the ballot. This is all nonsense. And all of the court cases are falling apart for Trump right now. Everything. The Fannie Willis situation is falling apart. Jack Smith falling apart. Like, they're all falling apart right before our very eyes. And Trump won't back down. Ricky M., yes, I know. I've been covering that. So that's my whole take on the whole thing right there. So we're going to read some super chats really quick. And we're gonna get out of here soon. Again, I do have a gaming stream a little bit later tonight. Where are we at? But I appreciate you guys being here. You know how these emergency CobraCasts go. I saw Veranid drop 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hazel Eye says, Jeremy saving us from Taylor Swift. Oh, I got that one. Neg says, 100% same page as you on Vivek. Hail the 199. Thank you. Gerald Armstrong says, Trump should have a shirt that says, Save America, vote Trump. Jeremy's Dangling Cable says, Hail D-Day Cobra, Eric K, and the rest of you beautiful drunks in the 199. Jeremy, the way this year is going, you may as well have a nightly CobraCast. That is true. It might happen, too. The Angry Badger says, I'm a Vivek fan, but this is a mistake for sure. DJ Fisty says, yay, I'm special. Andy plays games. I'm full on for Trump, but devil's advocate. Is Vivek responsible for the clothing his supporters wear? But he did retweet it, so I don't know. Well, apparently he posted it, too. Apparently he posted that. I didn't see the actual post from him, but Red Eagle Politics actually showed the post from him. By the way, thank you, Tom McD, for pointing me to that video. I appreciate that. Bradman says, I cried on Jan 6 because nothing actually happened. John Yarber says, that pic of Vivek was in front of a truth sign. So Vivek actually has a podcast named Truth as well, and it looks a lot like Truth Social. Isn't that the name of it? It's called Truth, his podcast or something like that. It's similar to True Social, the branding and everything. Bowman Spyro says, I see Vivek running right now as a signal for I'm here after Trump finishes his second term. The Angry Badger says, I'm a fan of Vivek, but I'm voting for Trump. Tom McD says, Jeremy even mentioned those who don't super chat. Yes, I do. I love everybody here. I appreciate all of your time. You could be watching anybody or anyone, and you're spending your time watching me. So I appreciate it. BPB80 says, Trump Vivek 2024. Dr. Fauci says, check Laura Loomer's feed. Trump post was in response to a recent picture Vivek took with several people wearing the Vote Vivek but Save Trump shirts. Gotcha. Just a dude on the phone. Emergency CobraCast for my birthday. Hell yeah. Hail the 199 Trump and Tucker 2024. Also, Jeremy is a fig. Radioactive says, Jeremy, Ron DeSantis is only 5'8". That alone, he disqualifies himself. Even comics division towers over him. John Jones says, a Trump Rand Paul ticket would make me the happiest man on earth. I would be okay with that. Maynard says, look into Vivek's stock sales and business performs before running. Replicant Patriot says, hey, Jeremy, have you seen Benny Johnson's new video? It's crazy. Hail the 199. I have not. John Kennedy says, where did Vivek come from? I've never heard of him before he started campaigning. It's very true. The Tactician Musician says, should we get Vivek trending? Loki Critique says, I sent you free audiobooks on X. Let's see. Callian Wilkinson, I'll bring you paperbacks at MegaCon if you have time to read fantasy. I'm 18, just published 9th. All right, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you at MegaCon. We will be at MegaCon, and I can't wait to hang out with all of you. Life on Marshmallow says, Vivek is young. He needs to start in the Senate and the House to prove himself. We need to see a voting record before he can be commander-in-chief. Goji the King says, Trump is the man of the people. Christie is the man of food. Trump 2024, Hail Mega and the 199. Maddie, are you a fan of cold weather NFL playoff games? Yes, that's why I'm watching tonight's game. It's not the only reason I'm a fan of Tua, but I love the cold weather. And the fact that, what's-her-face in New York canceled the Bills-Pittsburgh game over cold weather. Get the hell out of here. DJ Fisty says, like the new J pick? I do. It's funny as hell. Cellular Dream says, gonna do an emergency sports wars after the Finns lose. I don't have the confidence to talk shit. I'm pulling for the Finns, obviously for Tua. I don't have the confidence that they're gonna win, but I'm still pulling for them. Trabuco81 says, where Vivek falls, the fight is not who replaces Trump, but who should be resisting the political persecution. Also, Vivek is not MAGA in any way, nor is he a Trump successor. I feel the same exact way. Okay, we're going to end it. This stream will send you over to my Cobra 199 channel. We're playing Fortnite later tonight if you want to hang out. We've been ranking as like the top 3 or 4 Fortnite stream on YouTube on that small brand new channel. So I appreciate you guys just hanging out. Some of you don't even like Fortnite and you're just over there to support, and I appreciate that. You can carry the conversation over there. I know Ryan Kennel's going to be on Flashcast tonight, so you can go over there and support the 199. Yeah, so other than that, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.